back to Insane Friends on Sane Enterprises. It's
Hi.
Wednesday night.
He
It's
said we're
almost
in the
7:30.
Positivity Network. Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
And our theme tonight is our topic of discussion is why it's so important to stay positive, whether it be in sales or in your entrepreneurial
You could be
pursuits or
positively negative.
yeah,
Yeah.
or or running your business, whatever it is.
But as long as you're
Being
positive.
positive would yeah would definitely help. Now, a big shout out to James at Rosedale. It was my discussion with him today to help remind me and get me back on the topic of how it's so important in sales to be positive. We'll get into that in just a minute. But first, the announcements. And for all these great, wonderful, positive people that are holding their car shows and cruise ins to help benefit, needy children and veterans charities.
Very positive things going on there.
Yes, there are very positive things going on there. And this weekend, July the 13th, the second weekend of the month, there is, of course, always the disabled American veterans having their cruise in Cleveland, Tennessee. So don't
Awesome.
miss that. But also this weekend is the third annual Veterans with PTSD benefit car show from um, it's on the car show itself. Now this
So,
event has more than just a car show, but the car show itself is on Saturday the 13th
chat
at
is
21.
disabled for this live stream.
It's not. Refresh your page, baby. 2123 Fairburn Road in Douglasville, Georgia. There are over 50 awards, and there's live music, there's door prizes, and there's a pinup contest. And this is going on from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. in the evening. Other events for the third annual Veterans with PTSD include stuff going on the 12th, Friday the 12th, all the way through Sunday the 14th. The car show is on the 13th from 9 to 4 p.m. Now, on in August, on the first Saturday of August, the 3rd of August, we will be at the Cruise in Chatsworth, or at least the St. Otto group, which would be King, Queen, and the Car Scene. If you've seen us on our other YouTube channel called St. Otto, um, we will be there from 9 to 3 at Tractor Supply in Chatsworth, Georgia, helping Frank Davis put on a nice car show to benefit the Bagley Middle School football team.
Yay!
He is a great event coordinator, and he
I'm
does
gonna
this
go to
show.
one of them games.
He does a show over there at Tractor Supply every year, um,
I
and
want to
some
go
other
see one of
shows
those
too. We will
games.
keep up with him and what
Next
shows
football.
and cruise ins he is coordinating. Then do not miss, also in August on the 17th. Unfortunately, there are two really great shows on the same day, the 17th. One is The Time to Shine right here in Dalton, Georgia at the North Georgia Fairgrounds from 8 to 6 p.m. And the ever popular, wonderful, huge St. Jude Children's Benefit put on by Roy Davis from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And his beautiful yellow car.
Yes. And that will be going on in Ringgold, Georgia. Check it out on our Facebook page, St. Otto Facebook page, or the St. Jude Children's Car Show event page. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll put another copy of their flyer on the St. Otto Facebook page, and so that it'd be easier for everyone to find it. Now,
back to being positive. I'm positive that I left work early today.
Another really positive thing we can do is support
that
each other
positive thing.
In the hashtag Insane Friends group.
Oh my
with our live schedule. Here's our live schedule.
I was trying to be positive.
And it starts on Sundays with the same Sunday Live on the St. Otto channel, the St. Otto YouTube channel at 7:30. And then Gregory Salvatore has his show at 9 p.m. On Mondays, Etard Adventure has his show at 9 p.m. Tuesday, it's Bubstification at 9 p.m. On Wednesday nights, we are right here on Sane Enterprises with the hashtag Insanefriends show at 7:30 p.m. And followed by Muscle Car Appraisal at 9 p.m. Then Thursday, it is Chorito and the Lucha Cabra at 9 p.m. And don't pay attention to 9:30. They're on by 9 p.m. Maybe as late as 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. That is around 6 o'clock California time, followed by Easy 2 Tips, Tricks, etc., etc. An hour later at 10 Eastern Time, and that would be 7 o'clock California time. They are both in California. Now, Saturday, Chopper's Rule 1 is changing his time. We don't know when it is yet, but we will let you know as soon as we do. And these things are posted. The schedule is posted on the Sane Auto Facebook page. But Fab Automotive Detailing is still live at 9 p.m. every Saturday night. And then you got Sane Sunday Live on Sane Enterprises all over again. Oh, and the third Sunday of the month is Tim Bearden at 4:30. The Tim Bearden YouTube channel. He does Hot Rod Madness.
Okay. August the 1st, the Google Hangouts is going away.
Yes, that is unfortunate because we have had so many people where we have brought them onto the show to help them get some exposure for their YouTube channel, and both on this channel and our other channel using Google Hangouts. And unfortunately, the Google Hangouts will be gone by August the 1st, which is not that far away.
Yeah.
But it is going to be replaced by something called youtube.com webcam. Hopefully that will be as easy to use as Google Hangouts. Maybe it'll be better.
Anyway.
So to get to the topic at hand, our topic for tonight, like I said, shout out to James at Rosedale. Right now he's doing a job moving trailers around. Rosedale's a huge trucking company around here. If you're not in this area, you probably don't know about it, but you may have seen their trucks around. And he used to work as a traveling salesman, doing door-to-door sales of products.
I could never do it.
State to state, actually. So traveling, he was traveling. And a lot of his sales he got because of his positive approach. When he had to go up and knock on the doors and stuff, he would use a very positive approach. And no matter how well he felt, the game plan was to make the customer feel great. Right? And you see this kind of teaching in so many success channels, so many success seminars, so many sales seminars, said in so many different ways. And it's true. I mean, you really got to be very positive all the time when it comes to selling or running your business or whatever. You've got whatever that's bothering you, whatever's making you feel down, you've got to check that at the door and go at everything with a positive attitude.
Nothing ever
and
makes
set
me
the
feel,
mood.
Nothing ever makes me feel down or sad. I got you.
Zig Ziglar is one of my favorite trainers, and he says a lot about this. And he doesn't just say, projecting a positive attitude, but, building up your self-esteem and having good self-esteem is, I think that's part of his very first sales rule, where he goes over his 5 rules of selling. And the first one is to build up a positive attitude. And what is it? He says it's so funny. It's when your thinking is stinking. you don't got you can't approach something with stinking thinking, because then you'll create that in whoever you're having the conversation with or trying to make a deal with or doing your sale with, and then it comes back to you. It's like a mirror. It gets mirrored right back at you. So you've got to go at, and if you think about it this way too, if you go greet every customer and every prospective client with a very positive attitude, and try to, no matter how grumpy they feel or you feel, and no matter what's bothering you or them, you try to make it to where they're happy by the time you leave, then you've given them something of value, whether they buy anything from you or not, whether they make a deal with you or not. And so even if you don't get a sale or you don't make a deal, you can at least walk away from that encounter feeling good about the fact that you made somebody else feel good. So that's another advantage to, going after everything with a positive attitude and cultivating a positive attitude. And then that itself will build up your self-esteem and make it easier for you to go into the next encounter with a positive attitude. And then that just snowballs.
Yeah.
So now this guy I was talking to.
Well, I'm positive that I had a positive experience today.
Well, that's good. Very good. Want to tell us about it?
Well, you see, yesterday I had a very long day. I stayed until 8 o'clock at night at work.
Mm-hmm.
It's call night. Okay, so I did call night. Guess what happened today? I got to leave at 4 o'clock. That was a very positive experience.
Yep. Sounds like it.
You got lipstick. Who you been kissing? You need to get
this right here.
Yeah.
You got to do this.
Yeah. Blot your lipstick.
There we go. How about that?
That's better. Now it's even.
Am I made up for camera work now?
Yeah. Okay, now. And when you feel really tired of being at work and you want to go someplace else and do something else, you think about positive things and that feeling will go away. You look around and you say, well, this is where I get the money to buy my makeup. And it says, okay, well, that means I gotta be here and I gotta make this money so I can get my makeup. You get to pay the bills.
You could also talk to your customers in a positive way about someplace that they've been for vacation or something that makes them feel good, and that'll make you feel good too, and help you get your positivity back by, helping get them in a positive mood.
I got friends.
And that can get you out of that funk.
I got friends
while making the customer feel good at the same time.
Customers who come into the office to see me, or they call me on the phone, and I end up on the phone with them for a very long time because they just want to talk.
And that's a good sign too, because if they're enjoying talking to you that much for that length of time, then you're probably making them feel good, and you're probably projecting a very positive mental state, and that's infectious. That's just as infectious as negativity, like all that stuff that the news and stuff does on the radio and the television. They throw out all that negativity, and it's a trap.
It's oppressive, and everybody feels bad because of negativity.
Right, and then you could be in your sales and all of your.
Hi, Camaro Time,
business
how you
be right
doing?
the opposite, be very, very positive, and then yeah, you may not get as much attention at first as what news crews and television and radio get from all the negativity, but everyone will have that positive feeling, that positive remembrance. Even if they can't remember the details of their encounter with you, they can remember the fact that it was a very positive experience, that you made them feel good, that you made them happy. And whether you get a sale or not, as long as you're making everyone happy that you talk to about sales or business or management or trying to make a deal, then you're gaining something and they're gaining something and everybody wins.
Well, what about life lessons? Something you can do in your everyday life. Because not all of us out there sell. Not all of us out there are in management. Some of us are just regular, everyday people. And if you are positive, even if you're not in sales, it can reflect in your life in a positive way.
And even if you don't believe the studies about the health benefits and stuff of keeping a positive mental attitude, you can't deny the fact that it does give you more energy. If you're more positive, you think about positive things more often and less about the negative things, and you don't listen to on the radio or watch on the TV the negative stuff so much, and you fill your whole day with positive things and think about the positive things. And when there's no radio or TV on, what you project in your own mind, what you choose to concentrate on is all positive. You do get an energy pep from that. I mean, you do feel more energized. Because, thinking of negative stuff makes you feel like this.
I have homework.
And thinking of positive stuff makes you feel like this.
I have
you
homework
can see
to give energy to our audience.
Okay.
All right? For one whole day, I want everybody who's listening to me right now, there's 3 of you out there, okay? I want you, every person you cross, every person you walk past, in the Walmart, in the grocery store, at the gas pump, anywhere you see another human being, I want you to say, "Hi, how are you?" and mean it. If they come back at you and want to tell you, I want you to stand there and listen to it for one day. And I want to see how much better you feel by making other people feel good. Go out of your way to make the other person.
Hello, Camaro Time. Yeah, he's got a good point.
I think I say it all the time.
Yes, I do.
I know I'm his queen, so I ain't worried. They ain't got nothing on me.
Yes, at least you can smile. See, that's a great alternative. You could just spend your day, everybody that you don't have time to talk to or you can't talk to, or if there's lots of people in that space and stuff, you could at least give a smile or a little wave or something like that, so that, because that too gives the ghee, that gives the positive energy and
just
projects it. And
be positive and reflect positivity toward other people for a day.
Right. And if you've got a day where, like, it's a Saturday or something, and you're going to be home all day and you're not going to see any people and stuff, what I like to do every day is take a few minutes, usually takes 5 or 10 minutes, at some point during my morning, because if I don't do it in the morning, I might forget. And that is do my thankfulness routine, or my thankfulness exercise, which is actually a form of meditation. where I think about at least 4 things that I'm thankful for that day, and that helps me set my mood, take control of my mood, and get started off on the right foot, so to speak.
Well, mine isn't so much an inward positivity. I like to spread positivity. There's so much negativity in the world, and people that you come in contact with are so negative. Instead of letting that negativity enter into my feelings, I push positivity back at them. Every time I have a negative person come to me, I reflect positivity back at them. Unless they're just too stupid.
Well,
Then
speaking
you
of
gotta
that,
hit them with a hammer.
you know, there are times when I use this line, and the last few days I've been using it too. A lot of people, when you go into places, their knee-jerk reaction is to say something like, "How you doing?" or you know, something to that effect. And the last few days, if the places when we walk into, we make our entrance, and they say something to greet us as we come through the door, and they ask us something like that, "How you doing?" I say, "Awesome, awesome," and we come here to spread the awesome around. Here's you some awesome. And every single time, I get a smile, and I don't care how deep a frown they might have. When they hear that, they have a smile on their face. And then as we're leaving on the way out, I look over there, and when they see that it's me walking out, I don't even have to say anything then. They just smile. And so if
What about
if you
my
look for
little joke?
little
When
things like that
somebody
that you can
asks
do
my
to give
name,
people some positive energy and a smile and a little piece of happiness in their day, then use it, wear it out,
you know,
throw it
you get
around.
asked your name a million times probably a day. Well, not that many actually, but a lot. And my name is Carol. My middle name is Lynn. My last name is Sane. So that has been a problem in the past. Because if you say it real fast, it's Carol and Sane. You can see where that could be a problem. Well, now I've dropped the Lynn in the middle and I'm Carol Sane. And I will say I'm Carol Sane, the opposite of insane, most days. And people laugh and think it's cute.
Well, when you say it, it is. And you usually say it a lot cuter than that, what you just said, when you just said it right then. So,
Opposite of insane. Most times, most days. I always get a chuckle with that one. That's what I try to do. I try to make people laugh. When you make people laugh, they feel better and they are more open and receptive to you. Today,
right, and even if they're not more open and receptive, at least you know after a day full of trying to make people feel better and trying to make people happy, um, you feel good about what you did all day.
yeah,
And so you can sleep better at night.
And I went to work today, and we had a call day. We had to call businesses today to try and get appointments set up for the this benefits guy. Okay. Well, it wasn't terribly successful because I just got,
What she's trying to say is they were doing lead generation
yeah,
for another department in the company, and getting these leads for the other salesperson in the other part of the company
yeah,
with a totally different product than what they usually sell.
yeah. Okay. Well, I was calling, and I didn't feel like I was getting anywhere because all I was getting was the name of the person that I needed to talk to.
Which is the decision maker. So whether she felt like she was getting anything done or not, she was. But I'm guessing you were going to say something about when you realized how much more progress you were making than the other girls on the team.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of them only called 27, so we're not even going to go into that.
Yeah, that was some pretty dismal performance.
Yeah, okay. I just don't want
As
to
as
go.
Grandmaster Chu would say, lack of motivation.
Anyway,
I can't do his accent, but it.
it was okay. We're not even going to go there.
Okay, so what about your other employee?
My other employee, Shelly, she came to me and she says, "This poop, in other words, is not working. This is horrible." I'm like, get over yourself. And she says, "Well, I can't get them to even talk to me." I said, "Then," she says, "I'm going to bring a phone number and have you call them. I bet you can either." Okay, come on, bring it on. Bring me a number. She brings a number into my office. I'm sure that she siphoned through the worst of the leads
Well,
that she
she may
had.
not have. Who knows? She might have just picked a number at random.
Well, anyway, I would have.
There's the truth. There's where it comes out. Thinking from your own paradigm.
Anyway,
That's
she
what it
gives me
was.
the number. I dial the number and I'm like, "This isn't right. You're missing a number." And then she dials it for me, and I'm sitting there, ring, 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 ring. Hi, and they said the name of the company. I said, "Hello, how are you today? What? Thank you for taking my call. My name's Carol. I'm with Allstate. We are wanting to talk to the person who's in charge of employee benefits to see if we can't get you guys some better benefits." And when you make him think that it is for him, they're more receptive.
Well, it is for them
It is.
because that was the employee you're talking to.
Yeah.
And you've got to make them realize that there is a
It's
benefit
to
for
them.
Yeah.
If we
Because
get to talk to
whoever
the
you're
other.
talking to, they've got some voice in the back of their head. No matter how well-meaning they are, they've got some voice in the back of their head that's saying, "What's in it for me? What's in it for me? What's in it for me?" And you got to go through all the thickness and speak to that voice in the back of their head before that voice will let you talk to any other part of their brain.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I got to that guy and he said, "Oh, well, that would be Joyce Miller." And I'm
Okay.
like, "Oh, really? Joyce
Well,
Miller?"
maybe you shouldn't say their name out loud online. But
Now there's only 3 people watching.
point is, she got the contact person's name for
Yeah.
that particular company,
And
which we won't say the name of the company.
I don't even know the name of the company
Good.
because the puppy dialed the phone for me.
Okay. Either way,
Yeah.
there you go.
It was a salon somewhere.
Point is, you got the contact person's information, which
Yeah.
was the next step in the procedure to get closer
if they weren't in the office.
Right, to get closer to getting
the
appointment for the salesperson in this other department of your company.
Yeah.
So that he could call on them and try to make a sale.
Yeah.
To try to make an appointment.
Well,
to make a sale to the employees.
I have
and sell these
50, 60
benefits.
leads on my list, and only 3 of them don't have names of contact people.
Since
I didn't talk to anybody.
Any of the contact people. Yes, you talked to people, but you talked to people and got the
contact information.
Right.
So there was only one person who was rude to me.
Well, and I think that's because you set the mood with your tone of voice and your attitude and all that when they answer the phone, and you get what you give, kind of, in most cases. It's the 80-20 rule applies.
Yeah, there's that one minute percent of people who are going to be rude no matter what.
But most people, if you're nice to them, if you're positive towards them, if you're
open,
upbeat towards them, yes,
open and honest, and they will return.
They will respond in kind. Yeah, they will be. So if you want honesty, then you give honesty. If you want happiness, then you give happiness. If you want, if you want smiles, you give smiles.
I have customers who call me every month just to pay their bill so they can talk to me. They don't have to call me to pay their bill.
Yeah, they could probably just pay it on the website.
They could get a discount if we set it up on automatic draft. And they say, no, I will never do that because I need to talk to you every month. I said, let's save you some money, get it set up, and you can just call me.
Yeah, everybody that's in sales or owns a business should cultivate a habit of being so nice to people when they talk to them. If they're not already naturally that way, be so nice to everyone that they talk
Productions.
to.
Awesome!
They
How are
look
you?
Forward to talking to you,
I've missed you a lot. How's the baby? Noisy?
Are you getting any sleep? We remember those days, don't we? Those days are long gone for us.
I'm secretly happy for you.
She's secretly happy for herself that she never has to go through that again. Uh-oh, looking for new employment.
No,
is that because you're?
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, is that because you've completed some more training or something and qualified for something, or is that because you lost a job or what? How did we end up in this situation? I'm intrigued now. I got both ears up. What's happening with you? Oh, a long story. Oh, ow.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that sounds.
Oh, almost.
That sounds bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got basically shorter hours, for lack of a better way of saying it. only 9 months out of the year. That's like 3/4 of the year instead of a full year. Yeah, I would. With a family, you're going to have to be looking for something.
Yeah.
Reviewing Play Anymore. Hey, how you doing? It's good to see you.
And can you tell me who almost died?
Dennis, Dan, and Pete.
Reviewing Play Anymore. Awesome. Hi, how you doing? What? But now I'm worried. Is whoever almost died better?
Oh, because it's salary and the amount of hours you're putting in, it works out to only $787. Yeah, that can be improved for sure.
Awesome. Review and Play Anymore is having an awesome month, amazing month.
All right.
Great.
Yeah, you're over 3,000 now, aren't you? That's very good. And I'm sure if it's that bad, the silver lining there is that it should be pretty easy to do better than that. And that may not be much solace, but that's the way I try to look at it when things are going the roughest for me. And we've had some rough times lately. One of our biggest, roughest times, and you're going to see this in a new video here on Sane Enterprises, where I reveal what's going on with our eBay store. And I did that big push from having $36,000 worth of inventory to $75,000 worth of inventory. And then it got really, instead of getting much better, it got really bad. And so I had to do my own bit of thinking there about when you're at the bottom, because sales got really, really, really bad. And when you're at the bottom, at least you know that it's going to get better.
I am so sorry to hear that he was sick. I am so glad to know that he is better. I hope he stays much better.
Yeah, I'm glad he's better too. That sounded like it was really scary. And yeah, you're right. You can flip burgers for more than that. So at least you can look at it in a positive way. Is that you know, at least it's not going to be really hard to find something that's better. I mean, around here you could go to Walmart and make more than that. They at least start you out at $11.50, and that's no licenses, no training, no. Well, they'll give you training, but they'll give you training on the job, you know. But it's not like a skilled thing. Yeah, sometimes you can flood the market. Yeah, that is a real danger, and especially with the slow moving type of inventory that I have on that store. There's not a huge customer base for the items that I sell. So, as far as customer to seller ratio, yeah, it's very easy for me to flood that market. Even though I don't have a lot of competition, because most people are not willing to do the burnt, bruised, and bleeding and dirty work that's involved in being able to prep and get ready that inventory. And if they're not dissuaded by that, when they find out how much brain work it takes to list those things correctly, you know, all the research that's necessary to make sure that you're informing the customer of exactly which version of this and which version of that it is, then a lot of people just give up on that type of inventory there. So yeah, there's not a lot of competition, but there's also not a lot of customers for those things. So the market gets flooded very quickly, very easily. It's another reason why there's not a lot of competition, because sometimes competition comes and then it goes. They find out just how difficult it is to compete in that niche, and then they leave, and all their listings disappear.
And then we start making sales again.
Yeah, Dennis, that was Dan's new baby. I mean,
That's horrible.
new baby, and I already had some really bad trouble with the UTI. But luckily he's over it now, and hopefully he won't be getting any more problems like that. I know. I remember one of the things we were discussing the other day was when we were kids. Some of the doctors we encountered, they were like, and when we were raising our kids, it happened again. Some of the doctors we encountered, they were of the opinion that some of the stuff that happens to us early on is what sparks that immune system and ramps up that immune system and makes that immune system be strong and healthy for the rest of your life. So there's another silver lining there. If it, hopefully that's what will happen to, our new little community member there, new little Mopar mobster. Maybe he'll have a really strong immune system from now on, and it'll help him out for the rest of his life.
You remember
that he had troubles when he was early.
When Crystal had the chicken pox?
Yeah, and that doctor was saying to instead of worrying so much about Michael getting that, and keeping Michael from getting it, you should just go ahead and let him get it, because it'll make his immune system.
I mean, I know chicken pox isn't
go
the same
crazy
thing,
about,
but
yeah,
it was the doctor's
kick
opinion
his immune system into high gear and make it stronger for the rest of his life. And some, that's the theory behind some of the immunizations.
Yeah, because they actually put the virus or what have you
or inside, a dead version of the virus or something
inside of the vaccination in order to get you.
And that's to make a specific antibody for that specific thing. But at the same time, it does stimulate the immune system, get it really going. And that what they theorize is that if that happens early on to children, which it happened to me, it happened to her, we all had troubles early on as children. Yep, we've all been through that too, Dan. So
yeah, that is where.
Yes, you had a recent experience with that too.
And now
we can all relate to that, and that makes it feel so much better, like when you're with somebody like you are right now.
Right now, I am in a new place. How long have I been there?
It's only been a couple of months, hasn't it?
Yeah, but I don't remember 3, 4.
Are you saying it was 3 or 4 months?
Yeah, I think so.
It could have been. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's been 3 or 4 months. I don't think it's been more than 3 though.
Well, I had 6 paychecks, and they're
bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly.
So that would be 12 weeks, around 12 weeks. So that would be about 3 months.
Yep. Okay. Well, anyway, that doesn't really matter.
Hey, Fab, how are you doing?
My boss came to me and yesterday when I did our first call night, which is something that Allstate does. You stay Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you call companies. Well, he came to me and said, thank you so very much for staying and doing call night, and thank you for everything you do.
Yeah,
I almost passed out because in my other job, a little bit more, and the man would be kicking me. And when I quit,
remember The theme of this show is positivity.
When I quit my job because I got
So
a new one.
Let's not talk
When
worry
I
so much
quit
about the other
my
guy.
job and I got a new one, he came to me and he gave me a hug. And he said, I really appreciated having you here and I enjoyed having you as an employee. The day I quit, the last day of work.
Okay, calm down.
I looked at him and I said, it never seemed like it. Nick, it never seemed like it.
Don't say names.
Rick, I said.
Okay. Still don't say names. Not even fake ones.
The names in this show have been changed to protect the not so innocent. But literally, he said, I am like, you never seemed like it, Nick. And
okay. Let's go back to positive.
I hope. Okay, anyway.
You're not working there now. You're working at a different place where the guy says things of appreciation.
The moral of this story is, yes, you will find something better. There is always something better. Okay. Hi, Fab. How are you? How's my friend? Is she still as cute as ever?
Well, I try not to say much because for the past couple of decades, I was the employer and am the employer.
Yeah, but
and the fiery guy.
I'm pretty sure that you were never.
Yeah, well, I tried to show appreciation. And I tried to be positive, and I tried to keep my employees happy and everything. You never know for sure when you're the guy that is the boss how the other people will see you. So I hope I did a really good job for all the people. I know some of them worked for me for more than 8 years, so maybe that's a reflection. And some of them worked for more than 4 years. So I hope that's a positive sign of that I did well, and that
Oh no!
Ow.
Poor thing. Tell her I'm so sorry. If I would have known, I would have autographed her cast for her.
She's had plenty of casts. She's got a genetic bone disease, and as a child, she had lots and lots of broken bones.
Yep. And when my son was little, he has the same disease. And I had to go to court a couple of times because they thought I was abusive. And then there was a big old thing. I had to take him to the geneticist. I had to do this. It was the most horrific thing a mother can go through. But
how about when he grew up and went in the Army and decided that he was going to be a paratrooper?
Jump out of perfectly good airplanes. No. I don't understand. There's nobody.
And when he was in Afghanistan, guess what happened? He broke his leg.
Go figure. A kid with a bone disease is going to break a leg. Who knew? And then he got out of
she kept the cast? Yeah. Kudos. I wish I'd have kept some of my casts.
They get stinky. I can promise
mine were stinky when I took them off.
I kept every one of mine, and they get more stinky. So it's going to be gross.
She doesn't have any of hers now.
No.
She kept them for a while.
I kept them until they got too stinky.
But she doesn't have any of them now.
I even had a Tennessee senator sign my cast. And I didn't keep that one either. No names? Camaro Time is telling me to bake her some cookies and send them. If I do that,
then we'll end up eating cookies too.
No, that's not the problem. I will be asked every week to send more.
And yes, Dan, that's true. Oh, Fab said they just got home from the Smoky Mountains, so they're probably close to us. I wonder if are you close to the North Georgia Smoky Mountains or up there closer to Camaro Time in North Carolina? Because they run all the way from, they start down here. Well, just a little bit south of here. And we can see them out the window. And then they go all the way up to the tri-state region, which he went past you. Okay, Camaro Time. Did not even go see me. Yeah, and you got lots of good stuff in the garden too, Pete.
Yeah.
Oh, and the new video about persevering and not giving up and stuff, even when things are bad, because that covers what happened with our eBay store.
They were in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. Did you see the?
Oh man, that's a great place to be.
Did you see the car museum?
Yeah, the Hollywood Star Cars Museum. Did you get to go there? Yeah, because you were on the Tennessee side of the mountains over here. If you're in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge and stuff.
You were just a couple of hours away from us.
Yep. Literally like 2 hours north of us.
Yep.
Oh, you didn't go in. Oh, you missed out.
Oh,
something
my goodness.
Terrible. All those famous movie cars, not all of them, but most of the famous movie cars and TV show cars that we filmed that are on our St. Auto channel are in that Hollywood Star Cars Museum. It was there, including the 1966 Batmobile. So
yeah. No.
You'll have to go back and go in there.
And when you do, you need to tell us so we can show up.
And on the North Carolina side, closer to Pete, Camaro Time, there is a place with a lot of motorcycles and stuff in it that I need to go, and Pete and I probably need to coordinate a time and show up there together and help each other with some filming in the place. That would be great. Wheels Through Time. Yes, that is the place, Pete. That would be awesome. Be great maybe sometime in the spring or fall when it's not so suffocating hot like it is. And we can meet up at Wheels Through Time and do some filming there. And there's another guy that has, on the way up there heading towards Knoxville, before you get to Pigeon Forge, there's another guy has a really cool museum, and he's got a lot of race cars and hot rods and muscle cars. I can't remember the name of the place right now, but I will later.
You got a smudge right there.
Yeah.
It's right in the. It's right here.
Yeah, you can see the Batmobile from the street. And some of the cars from the
Excuse
Fast
me.
and Furious
Can you
movie.
wipe that off? It's on my face.
Is that bothering you that much?
Yes.
Okay, well, it's gone then.
Thank you. It looked like I had a beauty mark right here.
Okay. Gone now.
Thank you. Okay, what do
Yeah,
we do
I love
now?
those kind of places.
Uzo
Uzo Luz
Garage!
Garage.
Awesome! Hi, friend! How you doing? Look at those. Those got big. My goodness. Those got big. I don't know what to do.
Okay, Fab, what city are you in?
I got goosebumps though.
We've got 3 really good detailers in here right now. Fab Automotive Detailing, Uzo Luz Garage, and Pete at Camaro Time. All of which really good at detailing cars. Now, Dan at DSW, do you do a lot of detailing on your cars? Stuff? I'll tell you right now, I'm horrible at it. I mean, I could do it well, but I kind of avoid it like the plague. I don't clean or detail my cars nearly as much as I should.
Okay, excuse me. Can I say one thing? We were doing great. There were as many people watching as there were liking. And then that happened.
Oh, what do you? Oh, the ratio of people here to likes?
Yes. There is one person who doesn't like us. You know who you are and what you need to do. Do it, please.
Well, you know, I should ask Dennis if he does any detailing on his vehicles, because I don't know. I don't know. He might have cleaner vehicles than all of us. Greenfield in Indianapolis. Okay, so we have in this group alone, and I know I should be saying this on the other channel and not Insanefriends, but I can't help but notice that in this room alone, there's people filming stuff from the car scene in Greenfield, Indianapolis, Detroit, Michigan, North Carolina, and Georgia and Tennessee.
Dennis doesn't even clean his car.
That's at least 4 different states.
It doesn't even clean his car.
I'm guilty too. I don't do a lot of cleaning on mine. Unless you count the fact that I guess every time we go to the grocery store or Walmart and I have one of those little cleaner things in my hand, I have a habit of I can't stand to throw it away until I at least clean a little something on the car, because I feel like I'm wasting it if I don't at least clean a little something on the dash or on the door panel or the console or something, and then I clean a little something, and then I can throw the wipe thing away. You know, the stuff that you clean the cart off with and everything. True. Now, I do have to give myself kudos for that. My engine bays are above average. I mean, they're not like spotlessly clean, but they are definitely above average because, you know, I do all my own repairs. And when I do repairs, I get caught up in cleaning around the area where I've been doing repairs. And so, yeah, engine bays, pretty clean.
Okay, now.
Yes, Uzo Lou, Dennis is the expert on computers. He is definitely our resident, insanely expert on the computers, which is great. And that's another thing I've noticed about both his channel and our Sane Enterprises channel. The tech reviews, both he and I have more views than anything else on anything like a computer laptop review, and And even the printer review, I got thousands of views on the printer review. Some of the videos that we have on here about the sales and management and stuff may only have like a couple hundred views, or a couple things that haven't been on there for a while, even less than that. Oh, there's a Mopar going by. I'm distracted by Mopar out the window. So, yeah, but the reviews on the laptop, the reviews on the printer, the reviews on anything to do with computer or electronic devices have gotten a lot of views. And so I really, really need to make myself do more of those on this channel. I mean, I could do the Logitech webcam that we're using right now, which several people have asked about. And
excuse me.
Oh yeah, and I'll get him started with Mopars. Well, that's this particularly nice one that's down the street, and they have to go by here to get down to their house. And she always slows down because her dog and her dog like to talk to each other as they go by. And it's a really nice Mopar. So, and they watch our St. Otto channel too. And so they know from the St. Otto channel, they know the names of all the dogs and everything.
Yeah. and they go by, people go by here and they scream, baby, baby, to my
Yeah, because they know the dogs' names and stuff from the YouTube channel, and they'll blow the horns and wave and stuff.
It's not like we're hiding the place.
Yeah.
We're not. It's not like we're hiding the place. We got a big old sign that says Sane Estate.
Right, and the only red light out here is on Sane Road, so
yeah, you can't miss us.
So we couldn't hide if we wanted to. Maritime's most viewed is about the key fob. Yeah, that's kind of surprising. About the key fob.
We were talking about a key fob yesterday.
Yes, we were. We were looking at
ridiculous. It's a racket.
To get a spare, and we were looking it up because we only have one, and we wanted to get a spare.
Yeah, I need one.
And Fab says his most viewed is turtle wax product. Who would have thought? Yeah. That's one of the things I was thinking about doing a video on, because I've still got some turtle wax products, and I was going to do some of that on the St. Otto, but I have got so many other videos to do. There's so many videos. One thing I do not lack at all, I have absolutely no problem with, that some people do have.
You see right here,
I have no problem coming up with ideas
for
videos, and I have no problem with filming plenty of footage for videos. My biggest problem is finding the time to edit all of them, and I am getting better with help from Pete at Camaro Time, which I really appreciate that last video, Pete. And I have had a blast. There's been several times when I have got my positivity back about editing, and this last technique is one of those times.
That he learned, he took an airplane and moved it across
Y'all haven't
the
seen that yet.
and over into the corner. It hit the corner and
that's going to be on this channel.
Your big
explosion. On the newest video on this channel about the eBay store. So y'all will get to see that, and that will be, now we've got a new video releasing tomorrow on the St. Otto channel, so I will release the new video on this channel that's got that new editing stuff Friday at 1 o'clock. I will do that tonight. I'll schedule it for 1 o'clock Friday, so y'all can see that Friday. And that is part of the editing that I learned from Pete at Camaro Time, because I was asking him during the live on St. Otto about some stuff like that, because I wanted to be able to animate stuff and have it go across the screen. And I've already done another video on the St. Otto channel with some tools and stuff, And it's not exactly like I envisioned it yet, because I'm not good enough at it yet, but I am having fun playing with it. I mean, it's just the way he described it while I'm watching this video and he's describing how to do it. It's like I told him in the chat, I'm going to lose sleep with all the ideas I'm coming up with how to use this new knowledge here. And I did. I lost some sleep that night because I'm not having any problem. Yeah.
We're going to have to wrap things up.
Oh, yes, we are, because we're going to get into
I need to
a Muscle Car Madnesses time.
Yeah, and it is Wednesday. I have to go to work tomorrow.
Early in the morning again. She is the boss. She's the manager.
Yeah, I have to be there.
And
it's not like I can call my boss and tell him I'm sick. I don't want to come in today, because guess what? That's me.
So the other thing is, and this may not be the last thing we do, but I do want to do it one more time before we go. I wanted to give some more shout outs, because there are some of the people here on the hashtag Insanefriends calendar, and I always do this at the beginning of the lives. And so if you're not here for the beginning of the lives, you don't see me do this, but I do this every time. I shout out everybody that's doing the lives as part of the hashtag Insanefriends community. And it starts with Sunday on the St. Otto channel at 7:30. After that is Gregory Salvatore at 9 p.m. Then Eatard Adventures at 9 p.m. on Mondays. Bub's Vacation 9 p.m. on Tuesdays. We are right here Wednesday with the hashtag Insanefriends show on Sane Enterprises at 7:30 every Wednesday night. And then followed by Muscle Car Appraisal at 9 p.m. If they don't have a live, they usually have a premiere. So you can still get to talk to them in the chat. Now on Thursday, it's Dorito and the Lucha Cabra. It's more like 9 o'clock. It's sometime between 9 and 9:30, followed by Easy 2 Tips, Tricks, etc. between 10 and 10:30. That's Eastern Standard Time. They're actually in California on California time, so that's 6 and 7 o'clock respectively. Chopper's Rule 1 is changing his time. He hasn't got back to us yet of when his new time is going to be, but we will let you know. And if you don't have one of these, the Sane Auto Facebook page and the Sane Enterprises Facebook page has a picture of this pinned to the top of the list. And then Saturday night, we wrap up with Fab Automotive Detailing at 9 p.m.
Awesome.
And then we start over again on Sunday. Now
Tim Bearden
is new to the calendar, and he's every third Sunday at 4:30. So check that out. And if you're watching somebody's live on the Insanefriends live calendar and they don't shout somebody out or something, don't be shy. Let them know you're there and remind them that other people on the calendar are shouting them out. It's not going to hurt to shout other people out. We're all like on this same airplane. We're trying to gain altitude for our channels, and every channel is an engine, and we can really get into orbit quicker together than we can alone.
Yay. Now, that's enough of that seems negative.
No, it's positive, because even if only 1 or 2 people in the live stream schedule is shouting everybody out, everybody's still benefiting more than they're putting in.
Awesome.
And with if more than 50% of the people are shouting everybody out, then you're getting way more than what you're giving.
All right, let's get out of here so the other people can get on here.
Yes, many things to review. Dennis says on reviewing, playing, and more, and I think that is a great thing, and I think I need to do more of that on this channel as well. Do some more reviewing of electronics and electronic products, because here's one of the patterns I see with bigger channels that grow really quickly and get lots of views and lots of subscribers to their channel. What they're doing right now while they're big is not the same thing as what they were doing when they started out. and they're at the size that we are now. And I think that we can learn something from what's happening on this channel and what's happening on Dennis's channel with the and our automotive channels. There's certain things on our automotive channels that get lots of views and other things that don't get so many views. If we do more of the things that get lots of views, and you'll see that on my St. Auto channel, I've been doing more repair videos lately, and that's because the repair videos get more views and more subscribers. And once the channel gets bigger, like some of the bigger YouTubers, you'll notice that it doesn't matter what they put on after they get really big. 8:39? No, he goes on at 9 o'clock, honey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Once the channel gets big, then you get lots of views and lots of subscribers on everything that you put up. So instead of putting everything up now while you're trying to grow, put more and more and more of the stuff up that gets lots of views. Stuff, even if it's not your favorite thing to do, get it up there, get lots of views, get lots of subscribers by doing what's in high demand.
But what
and what's growing your channel
later on?
Then
you can't change later on.
Yes, you can. As long as you don't do like a whole 180, but you can do different, because that's what I was saying. These bigger channels, once they get really big, they can do more of the stuff that earlier didn't get a lot of views and didn't get a lot of subscribers. And it's not because people don't like it. It's because YouTube doesn't promote your stuff when you're smaller to people, anybody, much less people who would like that content, unless it's certain things. And then once you get past that hump where your channel's so big that YouTube promotes everything you put out, then it will get out to people that like it. Yes, absolutely, Dan. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you for helping me out with explaining that. Dan said, keep it niche related, but stay with the things to get more views so YouTube will promote. And yes, that's what I was trying to say. And then after YouTube's promoted those things, and those things get you more views and get you more likes. Yay, all right. Good to see you, man. And then you can branch out further again. Like right now, some of us have a little bit too much diversity on our channels to get promoted by YouTube, when YouTube's only promoting certain things from our channels. And so if we just kind of go with the flow and go with the things that YouTube's promoting, and YouTube's getting us some views on certain things, and stick to that for a while until our channel gets big enough to where we can go back to branching out a little bit. And
it's been a long time. How are you doing,
and
David?
That's what I was doing. If you notice, if you wonder why I've gone back to doing mostly repair videos right now, it's not that I'm not filming the other things. I've got a backlog of the other stuff filmed and everything. Another strategy that I've got going on right now, I'm holding in reserve a lot of that footage from the World of Wheels, because the World of Wheels videos that I put out very close to the film date, the date that I filmed them, got lots and lots of views. The ones that I put out later got not so many views, and then hardly any views. And what was happening was there was a lot of advertising on the radio and the TV and everything about World of Wheels. And while that was going on, my World of Wheels videos were getting lots of views. When that stopped, I didn't get a lot of views. So I realized that if I put any more of that footage up right now, it's not going to get any views. And last year, because I had already put up all my World of Wheels footage, I had to go to World of Wheels, get new footage, and then start putting up. Well, this year, since I held some World of Wheels footage in reserve, I'm going to wait until it's time for World of Wheels and take the footage that I have not released and put together several really nice videos And since I've learned more about editing and I'm getting better at the editing, I'll make them even better than the videos that I did before with the footage that I have. And I will release them the week before World of Wheels and the weekend of World of Wheels while all the radio and TV advertising is still going on. And we'll see if that works. And if it does, we'll all learn something from that. Whether it works or not, we'll learn something from trying that tactic. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep doing more of the repair videos that do get lots and lots of views. And on this channel, I'm going to try to force myself to do much more of the yeah, I do. Can you much more of the electronics videos? Hello?
Well, I don't know where to go with that stream, so I would like everybody to do some self-promotion. What do you have coming out? And David, I am very glad that your wife is doing better. And I hope she continues to get even better.
Okay. Well, I've been meaning to stop by there and see you. Carolyn's working in the streets now. So yeah, she sure is. She is the manager of the Allstate location.
So, no self-promotion? Please, Paul, you know how the end of the show goes.
Oh, yeah.
You have 15 minutes to shamelessly promote your channels. Uzolu, a wonderful channel. Fab Automotive Detailing. There's great channels here. I know every one of you got something coming up. You see, there we go. Reviewing, playing, and more. Awesome. You're going to see a new PC case that is amazing, and a new motherboard as well. And we're not going to say anything else, but other new stuff's coming out there. And DSW Joyride has a detailing video coming out, and that's awesome. That's great, David. I am so happy. My heart's been with her. Okay. Camaro Time's got a video coming out about fixing car cover damage. That's awful. Well, we'll promote you. Go over to Sane Auto and upload a link to that video. Yes, David, that is a huge problem. You have to check and recheck to make sure that the bell is still active. Well, since it's just me, people, and I am running out of gas. I'm going to tell you how much I love you guys, and you're awesome. And I'm going to get off of here so we can have a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you again on Sunday on Saint Auto. And thanks for everyone coming out tonight. It's been an awesome stream. I thank you. And stay clean. You can get off the couch, but stay clean.
Get dirty.
Stay clean.
No. And on this channel, we say, we wish you all hashtag insane growth for all our hashtag insane friends.
Bye.
Good night.